Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Brenda here with your extended reading for March the 27th to April the 2nd. Let's see what we have here for finance, excuse me, and your career. What do you need to see when it comes to money right now? So let's see what we've got. Well, you've got the ring and you've got the cup. So there's definitely going to be some communication going on here where you're going to be collaborating with the powers that be when it comes to your job. And there's going to be probably a partnership of some sort here. You could be even given a long-term position. Maybe you've gone through a probation period where now you're going to be called in and you're going to be made a permanent employee. Now, I do think that, you're going to be working together well with someone, and you might even be getting a situation here where you might be head of a department or even being leveling up here, they're telling me. This is going to be a fulfilling career. Definitely you've got long-term energy here when it comes to some of you, when it comes to your job. So keep in mind, this is general. It's not meant for everybody. But I do think that there's going to be some sort of a financial commitment coming in where you're going to be able to be with a position for longer than you had maybe anticipated, but definitely it's going to be great. So I think you're working together with somebody, you're partnering up with somebody, and you may be asked to join a team and become a partner with somebody here in business. Beautiful. Now, the cup coming in here says, how do you look at things? Is your cup overflowing or is your cup half empty? So this is all about taking care of business. This is all about making good decisions when it comes to your money and your finances, and being sure that you've got money set aside to do certain things here. Perhaps you're going to be saving money for a big ticket item. Maybe some of you are just being careful with your money, but I do think I see your pot filling up because you're being smart and making wise decisions when it comes to your finances. So keep that in mind. Don't go out there and do any crazy emotional spending at this time. Make sure that you've got money tucked away to be able to use for your commitments and responsibilities. AE, paying your bills, or whatever you need this money for. So I do think there's going to be something coming in here for some of you where you're going to be partnering up, where you're going to have your job solidified, where it's going to be full-time work, and you're going to feel that this is a great position to be in. This is beautiful. Wow. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Now, coming in next for your relationships and partnerships here, and, could be love. Let's see what we have here for you. See what we have here for my beautiful, beautiful Capricorn. So this can be romance, this can be friendship, this can be soulmates, playmates, love mates, life mates, marriage, anything like that, or not. So let's see what we have here for you when it comes to relationships and romance. Spirit, what does Capricorn need to see, know, and expect? All right. Well, okay, this is interesting. You've got reconciliation, but also deception. So be careful, okay? Someone might be stepping in here. Someone from your past is returning to your life, but there may have been some deception that caused this separation to begin with. So they might be wanting to crawl back. Be careful because, they wear a false mask. And it's the card of deception. They're not telling you the whole truth, so help them God, or they're only letting you know what they want you to hear. Okay, so be careful. This could be someone that you had a falling out with. This could be somebody who you had gone out with. This could also be a friendship, not just a love relationship. Somebody could be returning, and you're going to be very guarded in this situation. I think you're going to have to do a lot of communication here to talk this out, to work this out, if this is what you want to do. Tap into communicating here really well with this person, because I think you're going to feel you can't trust them in this situation. This is, like I say, this person isn't telling you everything you needed to hear, or they may have deceived you in the past and now they're trying to come back and make up to you. So I think you've got some major decisions here to make when it comes to something like that. Now, it could be a friendship, could be a family member you've become distanced from. It could have been an ex-lover in your life. But I think, what happened here left you, in a bad position. And I think that you're going to be faced with some major decision to make here. So think about this. It doesn't sound like it's going to be all that happy. I think you had a big fight here, and I think you walked away from this. this deception, this betrayal. And for some reason, they're coming crawling back. And it could be because they're jealous that you're successful. Because here you are succeeding here, the Star and the Ten of Cups. And they might be finally realizing that, wow, well, I've lost you forever now. You've replaced me with someone else, or you've moved on. And you have, and you will. So someone, just be prepared. Someone could be coming back here with their tail between their legs, is what they're showing me. Okay, coming in next, we have our outcome card. Let's see what we have here. When it comes to changes, what you need to be made aware of. When it comes to relinquishing, releasing, and surrendering to something, what do you need to see? What is that emotion within you that you need to be made aware of, Spirit? For Capricorn, please. What is the message you need for this one? Okay. Let's see what we have. Surrender to spirit. We talked about tapping into higher self here. And surrender your need to always being right. Okay, so there could be a debate coming in where you're having discussions and you're communicating here. You might have to listen to the other side of the story here, especially if there's some reconciliation coming in. You might want to be a little more open-minded. I mean, here I'm seeing no way. There was such a struggle. But you could be just dealing with a family member here, or someone at work, or someone around you, and you need to give others the gift of letting them be right too. So be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So you might be going through some opposing energy right now where you feel you have to defend yourself constantly. You're on the guard. But sometimes we just have to step back, look at the whole picture, and listen to the whole story before we jump to conclusions. So that could be the energy that you could be feeling this week with somebody. And it could be anybody. Now, surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can do, to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine and let spirit work its magic for you. And again, we say, let go, let God. You've done everything that you can do. You've done everything that you could say. And now you just have to hold your hands up and say, okay, it's up to the universe and the powers that be as to how this works out. So don't be afraid to tap into higher self, because we talked about that here in this reading anyway. And that is allowing yourself to let things go and realize that the universe, divine, Holy Mother, Father, God, Spirit, whatever you want to refer it to, you have to throw it out there and just let the chips fall where they may, and know that you've done everything that you can do to this point. And, what will be, right? So let's see what we've got here for your focus card. What do you need to focus on this week? You need to focus on. There's a lot going on here. There's two right now. There's a lot going on here in this reading to begin with. I do think you're moving ahead. There's going to be success. You've let things go. You've healed through a situation. You're partnering up with someone here. It's taking you time to make these decisions. But, at the end of the day, you're shining your light. You're walking in it. You're getting good news. And, this is a fresh start for you. Let's see what we've got here when it comes to focusing. Well, you've got the sword and you've got the morning. Okay, so we talked about the sun, didn't we? A brand new day here. The world waits you. So there's a new beginning here coming into you. And we talked about that with the Ten of Swords and, this beautiful moving forward card. So I think, you're making changes here because the sword comes in as well. And it says you're making changes to move forward in a new direction. All those decisions that you're making. Sorry about that. That's the geese. They literally fly, a couple of feet from my window. I live on a lake and the geese are always making noise around me. So if you heard that, that's what it is. Okay. So today's a brand new day, right? And you're making changes. This is going to be a period here now and a phase you're going through where you're going to be going through transformation here. I think you've had a lot of things in this reading here, and I do think that, you're dealing with making choices and decisions when it comes to relationships and friendships. Also, when it comes to business here, I think you're partnering up with someone here, and this could be great, and maybe you're going in business with someone. So beautiful. Well, my beautiful Capricorns, this is your reading for this week, the extended part of it. And again, I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, beautiful, optimistic week here to look forward to. And again, I send you lots of love and many blessings, and I'll see you soon.